Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
President Biden keeps his promises, and today he fulfilled a deeply important promise to bring Britney Griner home.
In this prisoner swap, why did Russia get such a better deal?
Look, I've talked about this, and I'll say this again. Here were our choices. Our choices was Britney or no one at all. Bringing home one American or no American at all.
And that's a professional athlete. We gave up a prolific arms dealer who was convicted of trying to kill Americans, who was called the Merchant of Death.
The professional athlete is also an American citizen.
To what Paul Whelan told my colleague earlier, he said, I don't understand why I am still sitting here. When the senior official spoke with Mr. Whelan earlier today, what was the explanation that was given to him on why he is still in a Russian penal colony?
I mean, I laid it out. Paul Whelan is being treated differently. It was either Britney or no one at all. And we're not going to apologize for that.
Karine, was there a risk assessment to determine how dangerous Bout may be now that he's been released back into the world? And what is the result if there was one? How should people be thinking about the fact that this man is free?
So look, again, this was not a decision that the president made lightly.
Making that decision, surely he heard from officials, the intelligence community, about how dangerous Bout is or is not. So I'm just asking.
No, I hear your question. I hear your question. I'm not going to get into specifics about what the president was told.
How does this deal not send a message to Russia and to other governments that if they wrongfully detain American citizens, that they will have some of their most dangerous criminals, in this case the Merchant of Death, released?
Look, I've answered this question multiple times, and I've said this, and you've all reported this, and you have seen this as well. Russia and other countries have already been willing to wrongfully detain U.S. citizens.
But does this encourage them to continue doing it, to do it even more?
Look, I cannot speak for other countries. That was the opportunity before us to secure the release of one of them. And so that was the choice, one or none.
Leader McCarthy has called this, quote, a gift to Vladimir Putin, saying it endangers American lives. Your message to McCarthy?
Again, sadly, Russia and other countries have already been willing to wrongfully detain U.S. citizens. This is something that they have been willing to do.
And what is contention? This is a gift to Vladimir Putin.
What we have said, and basically I'm just going to repeat what I have been saying. The president is committed. And has been very clear, and we have seen his work. Right, we have brought home people who've been held hostage and wrongfully detained over the course of his administration.
Hey, Karine. Back on Mark Fogel for a second. He's doing a 14-year sentence for less than an ounce of pot. Did you say he's been wrongfully detained? There's some lawmakers want to classify it that way.
Again, I can't speak to any individual specific case at this time. I would refer you to the State Department. Everyone has a different classification. I don't want to get ahead of what the State Department is looking to move forward, or how their diplomatic conversations, or how they're looking to move forward with that particular person. But we want Americans to know that their safety and security is among our highest priorities. Again,
Thank you.
Sorry, I'll look to back.
Thank you, Karine. The sister of Imad Shagri, was an American-Iranian hostage in Tehran, gave an emotional interview this morning. She said she was thrilled for the release of Britney Griner, but she's disappointed that neither the president nor Jake Sullivan met with her or her family.
Can you say the name one more time?
His name is Imad Shagri. He's an American-Iranian hostage. So some people accuse the White House of double standard. Why till now she was unable to meet with anybody in the White House? And what are you doing to release Americans who were held in Iranian jail till now?
You're talking about Ibrahim Amaldi, or you're talking about someone else? I didn't hear the name.
His name is Imad Shagri.
Okay.
And his sister is called Neda Shagri.
Okay. So, look, I don't know that case specifically, so I can't speak to it from here at this time. I would have to check. I would also refer you to the State Department to get an update on that particular situation. So don't want to get ahead of what the State Department might share.
The president and the White
I
House
understand.
just like.
I completely understand your question. I would need to talk to the State Department or even refer you to the State Department on that specific case. Don't have anything to share with you at this time. What I can do.
You were asked previously about the security assessment regarding Viktor Bout, and you said that the United States would stay vigilant. It sounds like the administration still sees him as a security threat, no?
We're saying the question is, and the question has been placed to us is, do we have security concerns, right? And what we have said is that the president did not make this decision lightly. Just want to make that very clear. But he believed this was the right thing to do to secure Britney's release, to lose the opportunity before us to secure the release of one of them. And so that was the choice, one or none. And not
put out that the governments of UAE and Saudi Arabia were engaged in mediating this deal. Some have drawn a link between the fact that the lawsuit was dropped just days ago against MBS for the killing of Jamal Khashoggi. What do you say to those who see a link in this broader deal?
Look, this negotiation was in the works for months, as I just laid out. I just went through the timeline, right? We talked about it was either Britney or no one at all. And you know, we're not going to apologize for that. Would you let me answer the question, or are you going? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to answer your question. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Question on the respect for marriage.